Hi there, my name is Cannon Lampert II. I'm a senior advertising major, sport administration minor from Howard University. And in this video, I'm just going to be talking a little bit about my takes from the Ferguson documentary, just my reflection, what I got from it. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Ferguson wasn't just one event, right? This ended up becoming more or less a turning point for America. You know, this documentary shows how Michael Brown's death turned into something so much bigger, So, residents weren't only necessarily grieving Michael Brown, it was also just grieving, years and years of racial profiling, mistreatment, mistrust with the police, and violence, things of that nature. So of course emotions were very raw. Anger, hurt, exhaustion, all of that was overflowing at this point. Everyday people, especially young people, stepped up as leaders. This wasn't about politics, it was about survival and demanding justice for something that never should have taken place. It showed the power of grassroots organizing, things of that nature, what we can do when we come together to fight for a common cause. But unfortunately, these protests were met very, very inappropriately by the police, using tanks, tear gas, weapons against the protesters. This borderline created a war zone feel in their own neighborhoods, which is outrageous. It raised the question, why are peaceful citizens treated like criminals, like enemies? And it's funny, just with everything going on now, it just made me think about a lot of different things, like January 6th. It's funny how that was met with no resistance, while this was met with all types of deadly force. Like it quite frankly was mind-boggling as well as enraging, but that is how things are at this point, unfortunately. And in terms of media coverage, different outlets framed Ferguson in completely different lights. Some painted it as chaos and riots, while others painted it as a fight for justice and dignity. And it showed how framing shapes public opinion. In overall reflection, Ferguson wasn't just about Michael Brown. It was about exposing a severely hateful system. It showed how community pain, power of protests, failure in policing, and media's roles. It showed community pain, showed power of protests and the failures in policing, as well as the media's role in all of this. It sparked a national conversation that continues to this day, and also is a reminder of why stories must be told truthfully and why voices from the ground must be heard. So thank you so very much for listening, and hope to get you next time.